Hello and welcome back to another episode in the Lakehouse Build series. We're back at the lake again this weekend. I just got the chop saw set up here on the stand, and I'm going to start the walls over here. Well, I guess not start, finish the wall I started here. This is the wall that breaks up these two bedrooms here. So I'll just measure a bunch of them here and batch cut them over at the chop saw because I got the wood at that end. So, and the power comes in from the garage at that end. So easy to set up the chop saw down there and start knocking this out. All right, there, got this wall done. I don't know how long that took, but I don't think it was more than half an hour from the time I measured all of the studs and then went and batch cut them and installed. So not too bad. So this wall now breaks up the two bedrooms, and yeah, we can move on to something else now.
These are pretty big. What size are they?
Good question. Here's a tape measure.
Great, I'll use a tape measure.
Yeah. Here, I'll hold the end for you, or you can just.
I haven't watched my annual refresher on how to read
How to read a tape measure, yeah.
Yeah. Every year I have to watch it.
You got to know what all the little lines mean.
Yeah, well, we're just under 17 feet, so 16 feet, just under 17 feet. 203 inches. How's that?
So it was, what, 16 foot 11?
Yeah. Thank
Okay, there you go.
You. Duh.
All right, so 17 feet by,
17 feet, 11 inches.
well, 16 feet 11.
Sorry.
We'll call it 17 feet.
Yeah. And this is 12 feet, 2 inches.
12.2. Okay, so pretty good size. So 12.2 by 17, and
That one I think.
this should be, because I think I did it exactly center.
Yeah.
so this should be 12.2, maybe a ½ inch one way or the other, but there we go. So basically 12, just over 12 feet by 17 feet. So good sized bedrooms down here.
Yeah.
So
Now, so that the kids don't argue who gets the window bedroom, we're gonna make one over there for them, for the other child.
yes, and so we've got 2 bedrooms here. So one's got the big window here that looks onto the lake, and this other bedroom, it's got a smaller window, obviously here, that looks out the side. And so yeah, as Catherine said, to make sure there's no arguments, we'll do another bedroom over here.
Because kids never argue, ever.
And so then it'll be basically the same thing. We'll try and divide this space in half. I want to put a home gym in on this side. And so then this side will be the other bedroom. Okay, so to avoid having to move this stuff, all this wood, and start the framing of this bedroom here, instead, I think it's better if we just start doing the exterior framing here. So we'll continue this wall across. It's got to come across the front here and then in behind the pipes. And that way we'll use up majority of those 2x4s. And then I can start framing those walls in afterwards. May as well just use up what we've got here and not have to move things 2 or 3 times. So yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. This needs to get done anyways, so we'll start on this exterior wall here that goes from the bathroom into the furnace room, and go from there. So in order to do this, I need to put some blocking across the tops so that the top of the wall has something to nail into. So I'll cut some spacers and put in between here, maybe 2 or 3, and in between the joists here, and then that'll give the wall the stability and anchor point that it needs. So let me start with that. Now that I got those blocks in there, I can cut the wood to length here, the bottom plate and the top plate, and get that situated, and then we'll just fill in the studs in between. So. Now that I've got the bottom plate and the laser level all set, I'll come up to the top plate and mark the line where the laser is, and that'll tell me exactly where to put the top plate. That way I can then move the laser and use it for the vertical side of things here. So but that's the beauty of the laser. Once you set the bottom plate, you shoot the line and it'll tell you exactly There. Mark the line. And we're good. I've got the pink sill seal under. So that's what that was here, the pink sill seal. Now I can move the laser this way and get this vertical. So then I know exactly where to have the end of this top plate. So I just line it up. Put one in to hold it. Double check. Make sure it's all good there. I can just work down the line here. Make sure it's on the line. So we'll have a stud on the end. I'm just debating. Normally you just do it every 16 inches on center, but I'm going to have this wall come in here, and we're going to have the intersecting wall. You know what? I'll just do 16 on center, and I can always fill in later for blocking for that other wall. It's a matter of measuring each stud, cutting to length, and nailing them in place. So I'll go do that now. You'll notice I'll try and keep it off the wall, probably say 4 inches. That way when this wall comes across here, we've got backing here, because it doesn't need to go right to the back. It's not a structural wall or anything. It's really just to allow us to run any wiring. I think I'm going to put plywood in here just so we can hang any of the mechanical. You know, we're going to have, like, here's where the water comes in. So we'll have like a pressure tank and all kinds of the mechanical things. And I think having some plywood on the wall here instead of like drywall would help be able to mount things wherever and not have to worry about a stud. So what I'm going to do is, for this last one, I'll keep it off, say 4 inches, and then that way this piece of plywood coming across here has got a nailing stud for this area. So there, I'll take you in closer to show you what I mean by standing it off of the wall here. So here we'll have another wall coming across this way. And so what I did was keep this stud 4 inches back, and that gives me a little play in terms of where this wall lines up or lands. And then this way I can do the plywood along here, and it'll have a backing nailing strip. And so yeah, that'll work out good. So now I'll continue on this wall. I just got to clean up a back here a bit. It's got some concrete along the edges, so sweep that out. And yeah, go from there. All right, this section cleaned up a bit better. So we're dragging all of the branches, anything less than 6 inches, up to the road. And in a couple of weeks, we're organizing a work party to rent a chipper, and we're going to go up and down the road with the rest of the folks on the road and just basically clean it up. There's so much branches and debris along the side of the road that was basically just pushed to the edge so that the hydro crews could get in here. And so as I say, we're trying to clean up as much of the branches as we can, get it close to the road, so as we go by with the chipper, we can just grab it and throw it in and get rid of it. So that's what's in store for the next couple of weeks. So we're not doing that next weekend, but the weekend after. So we're up this weekend, so we figured we would take the opportunity to start cleaning up a bit and go from there. Okay, so here we are the next morning. We framed in this wall between the two bedrooms yesterday, and then started this exterior wall here. So I got this one completed, and then we ended up jumping outside and cutting a bunch of the trees and branches and collecting it, getting it ready for a couple of weeks from now when we rent the chipper. So wanted to do some of that, and this morning I figured before I do some more of that yard cleanup that I'm going to build this other wall here. So again, just have to cut for the bottom sill. We'll put the sill seal, we'll put the top plate, and yeah, then start to cut the studs that fit in between and go from there. So I wanted to do this bathroom wall, but I don't have a drill here. I'll have to bring that next time. I want to drill for these pipes and put the bottom plate over that, so I'll do that next time. So that we'll do this exterior wall here. I got the laser set up about 3 3/4 off of the wall. That just gives me a little bit of a gap just in case there's something funny going on with the wall. Now I'm just going to snap a chalk line across the top here, but this hose is in the way of the laser level up top there. So I'm just going to attach this block. And that'll hold the top plate in place so I can nail it. There we go. So I got this bottom plate. It's pretty good. Looks pretty straight. So we're going to use this. And we've got our sill seal, pink sealant that goes between the concrete and the wood. Okay, that wall is done now. Not sure how long that took me, but went fairly good. It takes a long time setting the bottom plate and top plate in position, especially one-handed, or well, one person, you know, using that little block up top. That really helped to hold that in place so that I could get this nailed right on the chalk line. But yeah, once I did that, set the bottom plate, and then yeah, it's just a matter of cutting each stud to length and go from there.